r/Askreddit by Redmond Dts. What's an inexpensive hobby most people can get into? Learning knots. It's not 100% free if you actually make things, like bracelets, guitar straps, etc., but it doesn't hurt to learn a few knots. Just buy some paracord, go on animatedknots.com or some other knot tutorial website, YouTube works too, and start tying. Fixing stuff. Most things can be taken apart with a cheap screwdriver set. Grab something of yours that broke, pull it apart and try to figure out what's wrong. Researching how to pull things apart, how they work, and what causes them to break is free. If you fix it, you've just saved yourself money from having to replace it. Worst case scenario, you can't fix it and you're back where you started. I collect the rubber bands the postman drops, and now I have a rubber band ball 18 inches across. All free, all mine. Citizen science. Record the plants and animals around you, even if it's stuff you find in your backyard or the local park, and share it online. Many sites connect with GBIF, which allows scientists to use the data in their research, and just learning more about the nature around you can be an interesting and enlightening experience. I've had some of my bee wolf photos cited in a research paper, have been contacted about collecting seeds and mites for researchers specializing in those areas, and have been contacted about potentially finding a species new to science. In 2015, scientists recorded 30 new fly species from Los Angeles backyards, so even urban areas can yield interesting finds. On top of that, it can be a lot of fun to learn about the differences in things that look the same and the relationships between organisms. iNaturalist and eBird are both fairly large international sites, but there are local ones as well. Here in South Korea we have Moyamo and Naturing. For example, all it takes is a cell phone camera to get started, and sometimes not even that, and I do highly recommend it. Origami. All you need is paper. Reading. Library is free if you return books on time. Thrift stores and used bookstores are good as well. I have stacks on stacks of books that I've paid less than $1 for. Hiking. If you have a comfortable pair of walking shoes and the ability to get to a large park, walking is pretty cheap and relaxing. Exercise. You can do plenty of routines like crunches, squats, push-ups, sit-ups and jogging, and not spend a cent beyond a decent pair of shoes for jogging in. Cooking can be a pretty cheap hobby. I mean, you have to eat anyway, might as well enjoy the processes of making your own food. Chess. Lichess.org has great puzzles, learning tools, and matchmaking. Some people only do chess puzzles for their brain. Absolutely. Lichess or chess.com are free for casual players and you can easily begin learning it. It's actually addicting to a certain extent. Especially bullet chess, although it might actually worsen your proper chess ability lol. Learning a foreign language. Lots of free podcasts. And free apps. If you don't consider time as money, then programming. Most people can learn to program for free. You won't be a good software developer, but programming as a hobby itself is free and you can do loads of fun stuff. Small scale container gardening. Highly recommend. Pick any decently sized food safe plastic container, put some holes in it, buy some potting mix, fertilizer and tomato seeds, and that's it. It's such a fun hobby and I learned an enormous amount of stuff about botany, modern agriculture and plant diseases. Writing. It is the cheapest hobby in the whole world and does nothing but make you and others happy. Backgammon. But to be honest, you need some people that know what the F they're doing, and that right there might prove to be a challenge in itself. Some people say play online, but for me that just doesn't cut it. Bird watching. People watching. Crosswords. That's all folks. Thank you for watching. If you like videos like this one, why not like and subscribe for more? Have a nice evening.